A router is one of the most important devices in any modern network. At a basic level, a router is a device that connects different networks together and directs data between them. In most homes, it connects your local network, which includes your phones, laptops, gaming consoles, and smart devices, to the internet. Every device on your home network has something called an IP address. This is a unique identifier that allows devices to send and receive data. When you open a website, stream a video, or send a message, your device creates data packets and sends them to the router. The router's job is to figure out where those packets need to go and send them in the right direction. Routers make decisions using what is called a routing table. A routing table is essentially a set of rules that tells the router where to send data based on its destination IP address. If the destination is inside your home network, the router keeps the data local. If the destination is outside your network, like a website on the internet, the router forwards that data to your internet service provider. One of the most important features of a router is Network Address Translation, or NAT. Network Address Translation allows multiple devices in your home to share a single public IP address provided by your internet service provider. Inside your home, each device has a private IP address. When a device sends a request to the internet, the router replaces the private IP address with its public IP address before sending it out. When the response comes back, the router keeps track of which device made the request and sends the data back to the correct device. This process is what makes it possible for dozens of devices in a home to use the internet at the same time without each needing its own public IP address. Without NAT, the modern home network would look very different and would be far less efficient. Routers also play a major role in network security. Most routers include a built-in firewall. A firewall monitors incoming and outgoing traffic and blocks data that does not meet certain security rules. For example, if an unknown device from the internet tries to initiate a connection with a device inside your network, the router will usually block that request unless it has been specifically allowed. This is why routers are often considered the first line of defense against external threats. They help prevent unauthorized access and reduce the risk of attacks reaching your devices. Another key function of routers is managing traffic on your network. This is often done through something called Quality of Service, or QoS. Quality of service allows the router to prioritize certain types of traffic over others. For example, a video call or online game may be given higher priority than a file download. This helps ensure that time-sensitive applications run smoothly even when the network is busy. Most home routers also include a wireless access point. This is what allows devices to connect over Wi-Fi instead of using Ethernet cables. The router broadcasts a wireless signal, and devices can connect to it using a network name, also known as an SSID, and a password. Wireless routers use different frequency bands, typically 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz, and in newer models, 6 GHz. The 2.4 GHz band has a longer range but slower speeds, while the 5 and 6 gigahertz bands offer faster speeds but shorter range. Modern routers can automatically manage which band a device should use based on signal strength and performance. It is also important to understand the difference between a router and a modem. A modem connects your home to the internet service or to your internet service provider, translating signals from your ISP into a form your network can use. The router then takes that connection and distributes it to multiple devices. In many homes, these two functions are combined into a single device, often called a gateway, but they are still performing two separate roles. Routers can be found in businesses and large organizations. They are used to connect multiple networks, manage traffic between departments, and maintain secure connections to external networks. Enterprise routers are typically more powerful and support advanced features like virtual private networks or VPNs, which allow secure remote access to a network. Consumer routers are designed for home use and are easy to set up and manage. Enterprise routers are built for performance, reliability, and scalability. There are also edge routers, which sit at the boundary of a network and connect it to external networks, and core routers, which handle high volumes of data within large networks. Packet switching is a concept worth understanding. Data sent over the internet is broken into small pieces called packets. Each packet can take a different path to reach its destination. Routers are responsible for directing these packets efficiently across networks. Once all the packets arrive, they are reassembled into the original data. Routers use protocols to communicate and make routing decisions. One common protocol is the Internet Protocol, or IP, which defines how data is addressed and delivered. In larger networks, routers may use additional routing protocols like OSPF or BGP to determine the best path for data to travel. As networks grow and change, routers constantly update their routing tables to reflect new paths and conditions. This allows them to adapt to congestion, outages, or changes in the network, helping maintain reliable communication. Routers are constantly working in the background, directing traffic, managing connections, and helping data reach its destination quickly and securely. Understanding how a router works provides a clearer picture of how the internet functions as a whole. The internet is a massive collection of interconnected networks, all relying on routers to move data from one place to another. Thank you for watching, and remember, Floppy Tech loves you.